Hey y'all, and welcome back to our third and final No Cape, No Star World race of the night. My name's Wade Carrick, and our racers today are Venom Play on the left-hand side and TNT over on the right. If you would rather watch this in Portuguese to support Venom Play, we are also broadcasting this on SpeedGaming Portuguese. Just as a heads up, we're going to be getting started any second now. Alright, I've given both runners the go-ahead. They should get started at any moment now. So you guys get some good luck in chat for both Venom and TNT. This should be a pretty good race coming up. Alright, and they are off. Gonna be starting off in Yoshi's Island 2, where there's not too much to do except just run to the right and get to the end. Both of them nailing a 360 coming out of YI2. They're going to be heading into Yoshi's Island 3. And this is where some of the platforming kind of ramps up. It's typically new runners that struggle a lot on this level. But every single one of us were new runners once, right? Unless they take full advantage of those wooden platforms, those are going to push Mario just a little bit further to the right and kind of squeeze out an extra in-game second off the clock. Anytime you hear me mention the in-game timer, it'll be the yellow numbers up at the top of their screen, not the RTA timers at the bottom. So good job getting a 259 from both runners. See if either one of our runners gets a shell jump here. Neither one even goes for it. It's really a negligible time save in context of No Cape, No Star World, so I don't blame them in the least. Going through Iggy's castle, these guys need to manage the cages appropriately and quickly. Looks like TNT took a death. Fell in that sketty sauce. That is going to give Venom a somewhat healthy lead. TNT getting a little crushed there too. This is only World 1 though, so don't fret it too much. Venom getting the fire, but only coming out with the 239. Alright, TNT is finished up. Still plenty of time to catch up, even in just the next couple levels. So Venom's gonna move on to Donut Plains 1. And he's got a shell with him. This piques my interest. Could he be planning bouncing off a shell with Yoshi at the end of the level? Is he planning on keeping this Yoshi at the end of the level? Let's find out. He's going for it, but can he do it? He saved the Yoshi. He's going to bring that Yoshi underwater with him, and they're going to go on a little buddy cop road trip. TNT, however, does not have a shell with him, so he gets up by leaving his friend behind. What a good friend. Oh no. Oh no, in a horrible turn of events, Venom has lost his buddy Yoshi. It's always heartbreaking. He was a good dog. Now Venom's just gonna go on by himself, taking that P-switch under the level with him. Takes it a little safer. Still runs into that blue fish. And TNT's just right behind him now. Now watch Venom as he just bounces off this boo here. Takes a little safer route around the boo as opposed to front facing him. Now Venom has entered DP3 as Big Mario. Not Flower, not small, but big. So I bet we'll see a Vine strat from... Yep. If you're gonna play it safe, right? Ooh, not safe enough, though. TNT. Ooh, also taking a death. We have a double death in DP3. Nice alliteration. You see Venom does not want to mess around with that strat anymore. TNT's just going for it. He knows this is his chance to really kind of open up a lead, so he is just straight balling out. TNT's going to go ahead and take that lead going into Donut Plains 4. Alright, TNT taking it a little slow to his buddy Yoshi. Could give some time for Venom to catch up just a hair. He's gonna go ahead and grab himself a flower that'll help out in Morton's castle. Venom, instead of grabbing the flower, grabs the star. And that's just so he can tear through these Galoombas and Hammer Bro there at the end. Now TNT and Venom are going through Morton's castle. Pretty straightforward. Mario's just gotta get himself up to the top. One thing they can do to just shave a little bit of time off is take that spring up with them, as you see TNT doing. He's gonna throw that spring and get up there. Neither one of them having a flower, so they're both gonna have to rely on 3 jumps to get rid of Morton. Typically, you would use 2 fireballs in a jump. Venom seemed real sketched out by that spring, so he kind of just ditched it. Yeah, softly placed it into the loving arms of a spike. Alright, and they're both out of Morton's castle. TNT's grabbed himself a blue shell he's going to use to fly up to the top. It looked like he was kind of eyeing that flower in the box, but decided against it at the last minute. Venom narrowly... Oh, I was about to say, almost lost his Yoshi. TNT's making his way through Vanilla's Secret, able to get through those Koopas fairly easily. Venom will be going into that shortly. TNT's already making his way to Vanilla Secret 2, though. Alright, in this level they're going to be grabbing themselves a Yoshi, bouncing on those enemies and continuing on. TNT's going to go visit some dolphins while Venom just scares the pants off me here in Vanilla Secret 2. I don't know how he's getting away with that. TNT's exiting Vanilla Secret 3 while Venom is just now getting into it. He'll be heading on to the fortress shortly to take on a Reznor. TNT's made his way into the second room. It won't be long before he reaches the Reznor fight. Hopefully it treats him kindly. Very nice job from TNT. So he's moved on to Butterbridge 1. Venom plays going through the Reznor fight himself. He'll be joining TNT shortly. So this is Butterbridge 1. Of course, the term Butterbridge originated in 1794 when bank robbers, in order to keep police horses from chasing them, would actually butter a bridge. And it wasn't because the horses would slip on the butter. Little known horses are actually terrified of butter, and so they will not follow you onto a buttered bridge. And thus the term you've always heard, I'm gonna butter your bridge. There's a little history lesson for you there and epitomology. The reason why Yoshi's allowed is because Yoshi's a donkey. He's not as majestic as a horse. Look at those chubby cheeks. He's been eating butter all day. TNT has made his way into Ludwig's castle now. Having a little bit of an issue. Looks like that room 1 was definitely kind of scary, but he's going to pick himself up a little safety shroom and move on through room 2 to go under these potaboos. TNT's taking a death to Ludwig. Very interesting death. You don't really see that too often. This gives Venom Play the lead going through room 3, actually. TNT's going for that midway. Oh, he's going for one. Well, I don't even know what TNT's doing half the time, man. Alright, and Venom has a strong lead due to TNT's purposeful choices. TNT's gonna make his way back up through the cages in room 3. It's a good thing he's not wasting our time. Alright, he got the cycle skip on Ludwig, so he's able to get out of that castle and meet up with Venom in the Forest of Illusion. Now Venom likes to go for a star here, and like 99% of the reason is that Hammer Bro at the end of this level is kinda finicky. So it's much easier just to get him right then and there. Now it's time for Venom to give Yoshi Clip a go here. He's going to dismount Yoshi up at the top, remount near the bottom, and pull Yoshi straight through the wall, and then just ditch him. Good first try clip from Venom there. TNT's making his way through Force of Illusion 1. Grabbed himself 1 flower. It's not going to do him too much good unless he has 2. And that'll come into play during Roy's Castle. Not that it matters though, because Wigglers are awful and decided to take that flower immediately from him. Can't have anything nice in this forest, can you? Venom's making his way through Forest of Illusion 3. All he really needs to do is just run to the end and get in a pipe. Little easier said than done, though. We've seen a lot of people kind of goof on this level. Looks like Venom's doing just fine, though. TNT's going for his Yoshi clip. He struggled pretty hard during his last race earlier today. Kept dropping the Yoshi, and this clip is dependent on Yoshi's Y sub pixel, which can be kind of up in the air whenever you drop Yoshi on the ground like he has. So his chances of success are unknown currently. Venom's making his way through Roy's Castle, riding that block snake. TNT not getting rid of that fish that was coming at him. Gets the clip. That fish knocked him off the Yoshi and back into the level. It's probably payback for all the time he purposefully wasted in Ludwig's castle. You want to waste this run's time, it'll make you waste its time, alright, buddy? Venom's just got one section left to get through, and then he'll be on to the Roy fight. Oof, man, that lag on TNT's screen is killing. TNT, what are you doing, man? Ugh. I'm glad we at least all put aside time to watch Venom take it seriously, because he's going through Chocolate Island 1 right now. Still has both his flowers from Roy. Oof, and that jump just wasn't gonna carry him over. And Venom's struggling to get through Chocolate Island 1. He could have just left the Yoshi, but decided to go back for it. There is actually no need for a Yoshi. Alright, Venom's making his way through the ghost house now. And instead of doing the super tight jumps, especially because he's big Mario, he kind of pulls that turn back just to kind of line up things the way he wants it. Alright, and as if it wasn't obvious enough, more than halfway through the race, TNT has forfeited. As Venom moves on to Chocolate Island 2. Venom really struggling to get that key, but makes it out of Chocolate Island 2. We'll be moving on to Chocolate Secret. It's gonna be a sketchy level just because those football chucks. Those footballs are just not cool, man. Looks like Venom does a decent job. Grabbed himself a mushroom just for safety. Probably for the best the way this run's been going. Alright, Venom has now hit Wendy's castle. It's a really sketchy castle, so I'm pretty worried for him right now in this. Yeah, he's not going to go for any kind of crusher skip with that kind of turn back on the block. He's just going to play it low and slow for this first room. That little turnaround there is just to kind of line things up. He did lose his P-speed though, so it doesn't really matter, honestly. He's going to be taking kind of a casual room 2 as well. So he's made it through Wendy's castle, be moving on to Sunken Ghost Ship before he hits the Valley of Bowser. Now in the Sunken Ghost Ship, what Venom's hoping will happen is a despawn of a boo ring at the end of the room. He's already kind of stubbed his toe on blocks here and there. I don't think it's going to happen. I think this will just be another casual level. Might be. I don't know if that scroll's going to do it. Man, it really did. He was just on the cusp of it. One of those boo rings did despawn. There should be 2. That was good on him to know to still scroll. I would have given up on that. And Venom play showing why I say you should never just run straight into that wall on the left. You can just wall clip and lose some time. But no matter. It's not like he has a competitor now. He will go ahead and grab his orb. Chocolate Eye won. I mean, Bob won. Really sketchy level as we saw in our last race. Venom doing quite alright though. Wasn't able to beat that Chuck to the block though. Went ahead and did a wall of death on him. He's going to have to redo the entire level, only seconds from the end. Good use of small Mario to squeeze into those tight spots. Alright, he is out of Valley of Bowser 1. He's going to be moving on to Valley of Bowser 2. He's got some more tight jumps to take care of here in the first room. Fortunately, he had that mushroom. It doesn't matter if he takes damage because he can grab himself a mushroom from the midway right here. Now, I doubt we'll see a sandbar from Venom, especially with the time we're looking at on his timer right now, but who knows. Wow, I think he went for that. That was, gotta hand it to you. I mean, that's ballsy, right? Alright, now he just needs to get into the pipe to grab the secret exit. Make his way over to Valley Fortress. Now this level, as we've seen twice already today, very, very, very sketchy level. Lots of runners struggle with this. It looks like Venom's just going to take it nice and slow through these crushers, because they can actually be quite the pain. He was able to get through and reach the Reznor fight now. And with that defeat, he's going to move on to the Bowser fight to finish this run up. First, he needs to get through this dark room. Dark room's something you do in basically every category, so every runner's familiar with it and pretty good at it. Alright, and Venom's done with phase 1. He's grabbed himself an extra Mecha Koopa, and that's going to help for ball skip, which comes up in phase 2. He's just going to leave that Mecha Koopa sitting out and hang out on the left side with Bowser. Once Bowser drops his first of 2 balls, Venom's going to grab that Mecha Koopa, drag him over to the right side, and then hit Bowser. It's going to make Bowser skip his second ball entirely and just go right back into throwing Mecha Koopas. Now he's moving into the third and final phase. Throwing that up through the clown car makes Bowser bounce 5 times as opposed to 8. So here's his 6th and final hit. You'll get some GG's out for Venom, who's finishing up with that 40-27. GG's to him for not giving up and pushing through that. Alright, big GG's once again to Venom Play. That will be his first win of this tournament. If you guys want to check out some more, our next race is not until February 7th. But you guys make sure to check that out at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll have Lanxian versus Narty 1800. And I think that's gonna do it for us here today. Really not much to say about this race. So I'll see you guys for the next race. And y'all take it easy.